Can Japan's new prime minister save her country from a severe economic crisis that would also hurt the U.S. and the rest of the free world? Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. Japan's first woman prime minister, Sanae Takaichi, who just took office, is a big admirer of Margaret Thatcher. In her 11 years as Britain's leader from 1979 to 1990, the Iron Lady, as Thatcher was called, turned her country from an inflation-ridden, overtaxed, economically weak nation called the sick man of Europe into an economic dynamo. She slashed taxes, broke the destructive power of the UK's trade unions, curbed inflation, and pursued a strong foreign policy that helped win the Cold War against the Soviet Union. In the same vein, Takaichi has advocated a major boost in defense spending to counter China's growing aggressiveness. She wants stronger military and economic ties with the U.S. Unfortunately, the economic policies of Japan's new leader will not pull her country out of a dangerous economic rut. They're largely more of the same. Japan has for years engaged in massive government spending and ever higher taxes. Government debt, proportionately, is almost twice that of the U.S.'s. From 1999 to 2024, the Bank of Japan engaged in a destructive policy of zero interest rates. Financial institutions, under heavy government pressure, loaded up with government bonds whose market value is sharply below book value. Japan is overtaxed. Combined payroll taxes are over 32%. Versus 15.3% in the U.S. Worse, there's no income limit. In the U.S., the income limit for Social Security taxes is $176,100. Japan's corporate tax rate ranges up to almost 35%, depending on a company's size. The top individual tax rate is 45%. The yen is weak. Yet Takaichi wants yet another one of Japan's notorious stimulus spending packages. Thatcher-like tax cuts? Forget it. The tax changes are piddling, and a corporate surtax is coming next year. Takaichi must adopt a muscular, Thatcher-like approach to economics. Unfortunately, for unfathomable reasons, Japan's powerful finance ministry hates tax cuts. The opposite, in fact. Since the 1990s, it has bulldozed through unpopular tax increases. The new prime minister must grasp why Japan has floundered over the past 30 years. Then she has to employ her considerable political skills to get Thatcher-like reforms enacted, starting with meaningful cuts in tax rates. Japan's years-long descent into stagnation is a stunning contrast to what it did from the late 1940s, after the devastation of World War II, through the 1980s. It systematically cut taxes, kept government spending under rigorous control, and maintained a sound currency. The result was eye-popping growth rates. By the late 1980s, Japan was portrayed in European and American media as an unstoppable economic colossus. Then Tokyo went off the rails, abandoning its successful formula, leading to the financial and monetary mess we have today. If not reversed, Japan's decline will have global repercussions. Yen currency will hit other major currencies, all of which are currently wobbly. Bond markets will be in turmoil. Governments would then be tempted to have central banks buy otherwise unmarketable bonds, a surefire formula for a big round of inflation. The geopolitical fallout from such a crisis would be manna politically for Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran, not to mention other bad global players. Prime Minister Takaichi's success would be the free world's success. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.